Hello everyone, welcome to our class. Let's study science. And in this period, in this lecture, we will study about the periodic trends in the modern periodic table and also the property of the atomic radius. And we will see in this lecture how the atomic radius vary from the left to right across the period and top to down across the group. Let's see, this is your periodic table, S block and P block elements. In this year you have to study only the S block elements and the P block elements. So our next term is the atomic radius. You know what is the radius in the maths? Yes. Atomic radius is the line segment that join the center of the circle and the point on the circumference of the circle. It's called the radius. Like this, the atomic radius is the line segment that join the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell. This is your atom. Okay, here two shells, 1 and 2. This is your nucleus. This is your center of the nucleus. Okay, so the atomic radius is the distance between the center of the nucleus and the outermost shell. Our next term is the intermolecular distance. Intermolecular distance is related to the molecules. In your previous standard, you study about what is a molecule. Molecule is a compound of the atom. Here are some examples: H2, N2, O2, H2. H2 is the molecule of the 2 hydrogen atom. N2 is the molecule of the 2 nitrogen atom. O2 is the molecule of the 2 oxygen atom, and H2O is the molecule of the 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So what is the internuclear distance? Let's take an example of any molecule like H2, N2 or O2. Okay, so intermolecular distance means the distance between the two nucleus. Okay, the distance between the two nucleus. If you have to find the atomic radius of any specific atom, then the half of the internuclear distance is the atomic radius. It's clear, student? Internuclear distance means the distance between the two nucleus, and the atomic radius is the half of the internuclear distance. Okay. So, in this lecture we will see how the atomic radius varies across the periods. You can see here in the periodic table, let's see the period number 2 here. In the period number 2, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. You can see here the atomic number increases. Lithium atomic number is 3, then 4, then 5 up to 10. Understand? Across the period the atomic number increases. You can see any period. Let's see third period, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's see the fourth period, 19 to 36. That means across the period the atomic number varies. Understand? So some important points related to this. First point is the atomic number increases while going from the left to right. Second, if the atomic number increases, you know what is the atomic number? Atomic number is the number of proton, okay, or number of electron, because the total number of electron is equals to the total number of proton. So atomic number is the number of proton. If the atomic number increases, then obviously number of proton will increase. Okay, and if the number of proton increases, total nuclear charge increases. You know the two particles, proton and neutron, situated on the nucleus. Okay, and the electron revolve around the nucleus. Just see this example of the lithium atom. Here this is your nucleus, and in the nucleus two particles, proton and the neutron, and these electrons revolve around the orbit, okay, around the nucleus. So the total effective and the proton having a positive charge and neutron having a neutral charge. So that's why the total positive charge of the nucleus is because of the proton. So that's why if the number of proton increases, so total nuclear charge, the total positive charge increases. Understand? And so the atomic size decreases. But how? Because if the total charge increases, so the nucleus try to pull the electron from the outermost shell towards itself. Understand? So the atom will shrink. You can see the pictorial form of the atom. Let's see here. This is your second period. In this case of the lithium, here total 3 electron. So distribute the 3 electron, 2 and 1. So in the outermost shell of the lithium, 1 electron. Outermost shell of the beryllium is 2 electrons. Outermost shell of the boron is 3 electron. Then 4 electron. Then 5 electron. 6 electron and the 7 electron. Okay. So if in this case of the lithium, the total number of electron is 1. Just take the 2 atom from this period, oxygen and lithium. See here, in the lithium, the outermost shell in only 1 electron here, and in the oxygen atom, in the outermost shell, total 6 electron. So the total positive charge of the oxygen is greater than the lithium. Why? Because the number of proton is greater than number of proton of the oxygen is greater than the number of proton of the lithium. Understand? So the total positive charge on the nucleus is greater. That's why the effective force is greater that try to pull the electrons from the outermost shell. That's why the atom shrink, and this is reason the size of the oxygen is less than the size of the lithium. You can see in this period the size of the lithium is greatest and the size of the fluorine is small. Understand? Here in the case of beryllium and boron, the total number of electron in the outermost shell is 2. And total number of electron to outermost shell, total number of electron in the outermost shell of boron is 3. So the nucleus effective in the nucleus, the total effective force is greater. Okay, and that try to pull the electron towards itself. That's why the size of the boron is less than the size of the beryllium. Understand? So you can pause the video and write down these important points. Then our next, atomic radius across the group. Atomic number increases while going up to down. You can see in the periodic table. If let's see the first group. Here first group, the atomic number 1, 3, 11, 19, 37, 55, 87. You can see any group. This is this group. 7, then 15, then 33. That means the atomic number increases. Okay, from top to bottom, top up to down. So in case of the group, the atomic number increases, so the number of proton increases. Atomic number increases, so the number of proton will increase. Number of proton increase, so the number of, but in the case of the group, the number of shell also increases. Okay, you can see here in the our previous pictorial diagram, in the same period, the total number of shell is constant. This is your period, second period, and here the total number of shell 2. Total number of shell 2. But see the group. You can see this is your first group. Here 1 shell, then 2 shell, then 3 shell, then 4 shell, then 5 shell. In the case of the group, the number of shell increases. In our previous lecture, I taught you about this. Okay, across the group the number of shells increases. Understand? So number of proton increases, the number of shell increases successively, and that's why the distance between the nucleus and the valence shell means the outermost shell, increases. See here, as the number of across the group the number of proton increases, so number of shell increases. So if number of shell increases, the distance between nucleus and the outermost shell increases, because let's see the example of the hydrogen atom and sodium atom. Okay, here the distance between the nucleus of the hydrogen and the outermost shell is less than the nucleus of the sodium and the outermost shell of the sodium. It's clear? You can see clearly. Okay, let's see the rubidium. The distance between the nucleus of the rubidium and the outermost shell is the greater than others. Okay, so the distance between the nucleus and the valence shell increase, and that's why the effective nucleus charge is decreases, because if distance is less, so effective force is more effective. Okay, if the distance increases, so effective force will also so effective force decreases. Understand? Let's see the pictorial diagram. Here distance is less, so effective force is greater. If effective force is greater, so the nucleus try to pull the electrons towards itself. That's why the size of the hydrogen atom is less. Okay, here in this case of the lithium, total shells are 2. That's why the distance between the nucleus of the lithium and the outermost shell is greater. Okay, so that's why distance is bigger, so effective force is less than the hydrogen, so the size of the lithium is greater than the hydrogen. You can see all the diagrams here. Rubidium is the size of the rubidium is greatest than the potassium, sodium, lithium and hydrogen. Understand? If you have any query, please comment on the comment section box. Thank you.